Hi everybody, this is just a short instructional video on how to do 1.08 Reporter's Reflection number 3. Um, so obviously you're clicking on the first link there to get the assignment. And as you open it up, go into lesson resources, look at the student guide, tells you what the assignment is. So basically what you're going to be doing is you are going to be going to one of the news sites, News You Can Pursue, or to a news radio source such as NPR, or to one of the major television or cable news websites. So you can go to any of those, NBC, ABC, and you're going to choose a story that is covered from two different mediums. So what that means is that two different mediums means that you're going to choose, like, let's say you're doing a story about President Trump visiting Dayton after the shootings that happened in the Oregon district. So they had that story on a CNN article, but then they also did a CBS, did an actual televised story about that about that visit. Um, so with that, what you're doing is you are comparing the two. So you are going to use the criteria you've learned in the unit, such as news values, the emphasize or de-emphasize in the story that you've chosen because of the medium's limitations or capabilities. Um, so then you're going to post your findings in the journal, or basically remember the journal is a Word document that you're just opening up at the end. All of these will be one journal that you're going to put together. So the links to the two stories, you have to put those on in the document. And then you just need a paragraph about this two stories, which identifies a news value that is emphasized or de-emphasized because of each of the medium's limitations or capabilities, include a comparison of the two medium's strengths and weaknesses. So while you're doing this, you want to just make sure that you're not just saying um, the so if you look at the one that's on the television, the actual video, you might be more captured by that because there's more visuals, there's more things to look at. You can hear certain sounds, all of those things, um, as opposed to just reading an article about the same information. So if you're saying all of those things about the television version, that's great, but then you have to be very specific as to what exactly you're talking about. So if you're saying that the audio was better, well, what about the audio? What are you hearing? What is actually being said that makes it better? So you can't just say that it's better. You have to kind of prove why one is better than the other, or why one's stronger or maybe one's weaker. Kind of up to you how you want to do it. But that's the gist of the assignment. So there's two mediums that you're going to be going to and using. You can obviously go here to News You Can Pursue, and you can click on that. And what you're going to see is there are all these different articles, right? So you can click on these and you can search basically anything that you want. So if we go to like the New York Times and I want to search an article about the Amazon fires. So if I type in Amazon fires in here, there should be a bunch of articles that pop up for the New York Times, right? Um, so here's one. Obviously, this is Amazon, the company, not the fires. But you have like an information about Amazon fires here, right? So this is just a brief article that you could read. So the next thing that you would want to do is maybe pull up a video about that. Obviously, you can try and look through some of these, but the other way that you're able to do that is also just to go to like Google and search Amazon fires and then click on that. And then when that pops up, you always have the video option. So if you want to look at a video, then you can obviously watch that minute and 20 video, minute and 42, whatever you want to do. It doesn't have to be the exact same article per se or the exact same um, uh, I'm not going to say exact same story, but it has to be something that is very similar. So, like if you're talking about President Trump's visit to Dayton, it could be a different take depending on what was written that day. So it could be about his visiting, but then that your next thing that you read could be about maybe um, you know, him talking to the people in the hospital or something like that. But it's the gist of him coming to Dayton. So it's kind of the same thing, just two different mediums. So you want to make sure that, one is video or news article, or you can do a blog, whatever they are, they just need to be different. So hopefully that clarifies for you exactly what you need to for this assignment. I know that this assignment can be a little bit confusing. So just kind of keep that in mind. And if you have questions, please let me know. Okay.